Welcome back to my channel. This is Lindsay with Nevermore Creations, and I have a very special Anne of Green Gables journal to share with you. Terri, she's a part of my design team, and I've made many journals for her before. She's an extremely talented junk journal artist as well. She also has a YouTube channel with her journals, and I'll link that below so you can see her work. But she asked me to make her an Anne of Green Gables journal. She had seen my journals before, my Anne journals before, that they were a design team project for CalicoCollage, and she asked if I could make her one. So again, I used the kit from CalicoCollage and Shirley, and this is a pretty big journal. It's a 9x6, it's a 2-inch spine, and it has a tassel. So I created it out of recycled cereal boxes, but it's doubled, so it's pretty thick, and I covered it in this fabric that I got from the thrift store, and I thought that the colors went well with the kit. It also brings out a lot of the greens, and I also thought this was probably a type of fabric that Marilla would make an apron or a dress for Anne out of. Maybe not Anne's choice, you know, she wanted the puff sleeves and all of that, but definitely something practical that Marilla would have or purchase for her, something that would wear well and last. So that's what I covered that with. And then this journaling card is from the kit, and I stitched it onto this foiled scrapbook paper. And then this is a vintage spelling book page. It's from the 1920s, and it has, like, you know, she participated in the spelling bee. It was her and Gilbert Blythe at the end, and so I thought that was really great to put on the cover. This really pretty trim here tied on for the closure. There are book corners crimped on, and then let's look here. We have exposed stitching, an eyelet, and then this tassel, I've never made one like this before. There's no charms or anything. It's very organic, very flowy, and all I did is folded all of these in half, and this is like a beaded bracelet, like a stretchy one, and I just wrapped it around as many times as I could, and then clipped it on here with some buttons. It is removable, but there's lots of prettiness in there, and I know how much Terri loves tassels. So let's get inside. There's 120 pages. There's 3 signatures. It's a big book. So I've been covering the inside of my journals with coffee dyed paper lately because I just love that look. And even when things don't go perfect in junk journals, I think it's beautiful. I love the little, like how that folded back and was stitched on. Like I didn't realize it, but to me it adds character. So this kind of tells the story of Anne, and I put a lot of thought into why I chose the pieces I did. Here's a big Hobby Lobby stamp in the front, so she can put any kind of her information or whatever she wants to. So we're going to start off with an Edith Holden page. This is for the Wild Strawberry. Anne loved nature and loved being outside, so these are just different botanical pieces. And then here's a green crocheted doily. Maybe Rachel Lynde or Mrs. Barry would have made a doily. Here's a little cameo of Anne, and then there's a little teapot on the clip because she and Diana had a tea party. So we have lots of journaling pages from the kit. Here we have people laugh at me because I use big words, but if you have big ideas, you have to use big words to express them, haven't you? And then this Anne was created by CalicoCollage, and then she added a bunch of things in the background. Lots of quotes and things from the book. Here's a coffee dyed paper tag stitched on. I also used background papers from other companies, mostly from SenecaPond. This one I don't think was SenecaPond. I thought I was keeping straight everything, but I used a lot of other background pages so that you had a lot of like vintage ledgers and different things like that. So clipped on here with a gold binder clip. These are actual vintage school books from pages from the 20s. Here we have fractions, so this is math, and then we have this one I believe is like an English vocabulary book. This background is mine from my country piece kit. And so I added that as well. Scrapbook paper and just little embellishments and pages from the kit. Here's a little envelope from the kit, and then one of the little journaling cards I just added a tab to so you can pull it out, and it's hard to slip in with that clip. And on this clip it says love. Oh, and then here's a big tag that says friends that I made, and then here's another page from the kit. Here's another quote, and here's a little Rolodex card that I just added some doily and fabric and tags and washi to. This is a vintage page from the Old Design Shop, and it's a tea set, and I thought that went well for Anne and Diana's tea party. I just added some ribbon and buttons to this page. This is from my Soft Vintage Nature kit, so I added that as well. Some journaling cards I added to the scrapbook paper. More kit pages. There's a little Anne stuck in there. And then this I got from Junk That Treasures, and it is a weekly time card, and I thought that that would be great for the general store and maybe one of the workers there. And I just added a stamp with some wheat, some washi on there. Here's the middle, some doilies and another big tag, and I did some Jibbid inspired stitching on that. Get my tassel out of the way. And then another journaling card right there. This is from Old Design Shop. I love this paper. It's a vintage end paper, and I've used it in many of my journals. This, I love how this came out. I made this out of cardstock, and I just used like a Filofax. So I just used cardstock and then a Filofax page that I had, and I just punched the holes in about the same place. So then I sprayed it, put a doily down, and sprayed with some glimmer mist and distress spray stains, and then I stitched lines onto it, clipped it on here with a little button, and more papers here. Here's a little, like, kind of a burlap, and I thought maybe this was from one of the feed sacks that Matthew bought. Little butterfly, another journaling card. Here's a little inked up tag that I made with a little butterfly brooch, maybe reminiscent of Marilla's brooch that Anne took. I love this mason jar from the kit, and I just added this burlap flower that I got in some Happy Mail or jute twine, whatever. And then I thought maybe this, and it's stitched here and put on as a pocket, maybe this was some of the wallpaper in the minister's house or in Rachel Lynn's house, or maybe Aunt Josephine. That's probably more like it. There's that there. Beautiful pages. This banner is from the kit. I added some, what's that called? Fabric. And then a little tag. This is from Above Par Crafts. I love these little pink tags. So check out her site on Etsy. So here's the second. There's a lot of room in between the signatures, so she can stuff this and decorate it as much as she wants. It should fit just fine. So this is for my Pretty in Purple kit. I just added that there. It's from the Anne kit. A little bit of lace and a button. Some scrapbook paper there. More pages from the Anne kit. Some stamping. These are SenecaPondCrafts coffee dyed paper. This quilt square was given to me from Cheryl, and it's hand sewn. I did machine stitch it into a little pocket, and there's a few little fake flowers that I thought, you know, maybe Anne had collected some flowers and had put them in here in this little pouch. There's a button on there. Just little nature, bits of nature, a friend loves it at all times. Little journaling card. Another page flag from the kit. I just added some fabric to it. Did some heart stamping. Some washi. Page from the kit. Here's a little dyed part of a doily and then a little circle from the kit. Some secret journaling space. Little collage. Here's Anne from the kit and then a vintage vocabulary card behind that. This is from the kit. I added Life is Sweet and a little butterfly. Here's a tag from the kit that I just embellished. And then there's two hearts on this paper clip. Another tag. Did some stamping on this background. I added a label on this background. And then this is clipped on. It's just a fold out with journaling space. There's a journaling card I made. There's hearts stitched all around it and a tag from the kit. Here's a wallpaper paper ribbon. And then we have a double tuck spot. So here we have this index card with some hearts and butterflies stitched on it. And then a journaling card from the kit. And then this tag is also a tuck spot. And then this is a card for October, which I thought went well with the October quote earlier. Here's a tuck spot with a journaling card from the kit. And there's a little bit of lace. And then this is happy. I added that. This is from a 1917 book. It's printed, it's from a scan, and it's embroidery patterns. So I thought maybe these are patterns similar to what Mrs. Berry would work on or something like that. Scrapbook paper, beautiful pages from the kit. Here's a little envelope from the kit, and there's a little journaling card inside of there. Some lace at the bottom here. Some washi, some tags clipped on here. This paper, this came out all marbled, my coffee dyed paper, because I used some acrylic ink in it, and it just picked it up. The first paper picked up the marbling. Look at that. So beautiful. So this is my prized. I was hoarding this, and I knew it had to go in this kit for Terry. So I put it right there. There's another journaling card and some stamping. There's some fabric. Washi. This is a vintage 1930s songbook for the beauty of the earth and praise to God for things we see. There's a little keyhole stamped on there. And then friend of helpless things, and yep, I guess that's it for that. Another page flag and some fabric on there. This is from a book on roses, but it said notes, and so I glued it on here. There's a little flower. I love this lace background from SenecaPondCrafts. That beautiful marbled paper. Added a little bit here. Now this is a ledger piece of paper. It's folded over here. This, I believe that this is from Above Par Crafts. And it's cut. I cut it off. I used part of it to make a tag in another video, but I stamped some greenery there. Used a little bit of a sunflower book page here to make a pocket, and there is a journaling card of Green Gables tucked in there. And then, of course, this is just clipped on, so you can journal on the lined paper behind it. And here as well, more stamping, another page flag, and we come to the end of this book. So I really enjoyed making it. I hope you love it, Terry. I hope you fill it up with your beautiful memories. I know you're do wonderful journaling, junk journaling as well. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.